Hey guys, welcome to Tarot and Heal. Lisa here. Welcome to the place where we tarot and heal our way to self-love and unity consciousness. Welcome to your new moon in Sag reading. All right, let's get started. I come to you humbly, God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love in accordance with your divine will. What is it that we need to know for the new moon in Sag? Thank you. We have trust coming out. There might be a bit of a pause, okay? If things are flowing, it might feel like things stopped for a little bit, whether it's, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. The reason is there's a pause. It's like you're going to get like a red light so that you can shift your perspective on something. Either whether it's a perspective or a lesson on patience, or if it's a lesson on I feel like it's more so a lesson on working with the divine, okay? And into what capacity. Now, there's one end of the spectrum where you lean way too heavily, you get obsessed with watching all these tarot readings on YouTube, or you're always waiting for a sign before you do anything, things like that. That's like all the way to the right. Then there's all the way to the left where you're not listening at all. We have to find a middle ground. We have to find a balance, okay? The balance is going to come from knowing our strength and trusting in our ability to make the right judgment call, okay? So, yeah, so trust in your ability to make the right judgment call. Okay, for example, like, let's say when a baby's starting to walk, right? And let's say they fall. You don't want to pick them up every time they fall, right? You want to see if they can learn to pick themselves up. Okay, so that's what's happening, all right? I know that happened with the full moon in Gemini reading. It was a certain energy where if you were relying heavily on, like, let's say if you listen to your guides, stuff like that, you might have felt like you weren't getting the guidance or the answers that you needed because it was time for you to learn how to assess. Okay? The reason why we don't pick up a baby right after they fall, sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, okay? I'm not a fucking... But the reason why, like, it helps them psychologically realize, oh, I can do this, and it helps build up their confidence, okay? That's what's happening here. So it might feel a little silent, okay? It's so you can learn how to trust yourself. Okay, let's go. And not wait for a sign. Some of you guys might have been relying too heavily and waiting on signs. You're probably waiting on a sign to go for this job, go for this move, go for this person, whatever the case is. And it's time for you to just go and get it. Okay? If this is resonating with you, you've already done enough work, okay? Intuitive guidance doesn't have to be like a massive... Look at that with the death card coming out. All right, you have to get to this on the other side of this death and rebirth, you have to be a bit stronger mentally. All right, just from a human perspective. Intuitive guidance doesn't always come through as like a huge sign, it doesn't have to come through like a wrecking ball. Sometimes it's very subtle. Most times it is, okay? Some of you guys might be waiting for a huge sign from the universe, all right? And that's just stopping your flow and you're not realizing that, okay? And it's coming from a place of not trusting yourself. Yeah, we have withdraw and reflect. I feel like some of you guys might be led into withdrawing and reflecting, but I feel like a lot of us... Because I feel like it is time for some action, okay? A lot may have been in this energy for too long, okay? Getting too comfortable with just the planning side. The planning and working it out with spirit or whatever the case is. Strategizing rather than actually going and doing it. Waiting for... just waiting for the perfect conditions or whatever the case is. Shadow at the bottom of the deck. it started off like, for some of you guys, it started off as like, oh, I want to plan, I want to make something happen, but then it turned into a shadow land where it's like now you're kind of stuck, right? So it does feel like there's an energy of stopping, and you're gonna realize, okay, well, it seems like the answer to that is just taking action. All right, let's get more into it. Let's see where that's going. Let's pull from here. Face your adversities. Yeah, I feel like it has some red light energy here for some reason. But it's like divine, it seems. Accept disappointments gracefully. So it might be like some delays, or, you know, something like that. You know, some type of delay. Things didn't work out exactly how you wanted it to work out. Okay. But look at that. Go for your dreams. Trust that everything will be okay. I know that's easier said than done, but that is what's happening here. It's something to, it's the reason, it's how you're going about something that's stopping the flow. Okay? How you're pursuing this dream, or how you're pursuing whatever it is that you want to manifest, how you're pursuing it, is something about it that needs to be adjusted. I do feel like there's some confidence issues as well as self-worth issues, okay? Like, do you need to get confirmation from spirit that you're worthy of abundance? Do you need confirmation from spirit that you're worthy of love? You know, that do you need confirmation that it's okay to go for your dreams? Or can you just go for it? You know? All right, let's go. All right, what has been released in the full moon? What was released in the past moon cycle? What was highlighted or released? What do we have here? Knight of Pentacles, yeah. See, and it's coming out in a verse. That's stopping energy here. This could be the lack of communication. This could be the lack of support. Okay, you could probably, like I said, if you do listen to your guides and they're talking to you, you might feel like it's radio silent. I don't know why I said radio silent. It's silent. Okay. It just feels very silent. And it's like somebody's looking up like, okay, now what? What do I do now? They're like, figure it out, you know? It's to build up your strength in a human capacity, because that'll help you become a better co-creator. Okay, spiritually. All right. What else is going on? What have we released? Okay. Five of Pentacles. Somebody, so some of us have gotten, we kind of started looping at this idea of lack or the potential of losing out. All right. And that stopped our progress. Back to the energy of how we're going about things. How we're going about things is stopping our flow. We're trying to manifest things. It seems as if we were trying to manifest things, but it was coming from a place of lack, as opposed to, there's a few things. This could be the lack, okay, the fear, the poverty consciousness, fear of not having or not making it, not achieving whatever this goal is. This can also be the energy of feeling left out in the cold, not feeling supported by spirit or the universe or anyone around you, okay? It's that lack feeling, okay? That stopped the flow. If you feel like things weren't working out, or if it comes, it's probably going to come about. If you feel like things aren't working out the way you wanted them to, it's because of that. You are manifesting from a place of lack, and that's the perception that needs to be shifted from the lack, the poverty consciousness. And when I say poverty, it could be financial. It can also be like, I don't believe I deserve love. You know, whatever the case is, it's self-worth. Okay, so switching from that to believing that you can have the abundance and not needing validation from other people, you know, to say like, yeah, you deserve that shit, you know? Okay. All right, so where are we right now? Wow, see, star card. you need to recognize your own shine. Okay, with the star card coming through. If this is whoever this reading is for, whoever's going to resonate with this reading, you've already done a lot of work. You've already done a lot of healing. You might not realize how much work you've done because you're still stuck in this lack mode. So you have to shift your perspective. You have to look at yourself differently, because that's going to make you look at the world differently. It's like the test is tomorrow and you're studying. You've been studying for years, okay? But then it's like, no, I just want to reread this last chapter over. And it's like, dude, you got it. You know the content. You know exactly what to do. You don't need to go and check in and every time. Do what you need to do. Trust your gut. Trust your instincts, okay? Trust your common sense too. Trust the all the lessons that you've learned so far. See, this is similar to that full moon in Gemini reading about the common sense, strengthening your how you navigate in the world as a human. All right, that's been coming up a lot in these readings. I forgot what sign had that energy. I think Sag. Okay. See, some people don't feel like they're healed enough. Some people don't feel like, yeah, this is self-worth. Some people don't feel like they're healed enough or they're good enough to get whatever this thing that they want, okay? Whether it's a person, it could be Aries had this energy where they would feel like, I'm not good enough to get this person, okay? Not realizing that they're shining like this already. Okay, or if somebody wants a certain job, I'm not really capable of that, but they're already shining like this. All right, this is the energy. You're already in the place where you can accept it. You just have to see it for yourself now, without the validation needed without outside validation. All right. What is emerging within? What's emerging within us now? Nine of Cups, the dream, okay? This is that wish fulfillment energy, the Nine of Cups. Whatever it is, you got to know that you can have this, okay? Okay. Some of you guys, this wish fulfillment is right around the corner. It's like you're at a red light, and as soon as you cross the street, as soon as it turns green, you're going to run into that manifestation. But if you're not ready for it and you don't believe that you can have it, it's going to freak you out. Okay? You have to believe that you can have this. Not half-assing it. Some of us might not have realized that we had this self-worth programming in the background. Some of you guys are probably like, no, I know I want this. I deserve this, you know. But in the background, there's some type of programming that's stopping the flow. It, like somewhere deep down in there, it's like, I don't know if I can really have it. This can come through as imposter syndrome. Okay. This can come through as second guessing yourself, doubting yourself, not making judgment calls and sticking to your decision. Okay? That's very practical ways that this can manifest. This lack energy. That's stopping the flow from this. I like this reading. It's very practical. Okay. All right, what do we wish to grow? What should we focus on growing? The Fool card. Taking the leap of faith. Wow. Just doing it. Going for it. taking the leap of faith in the dark, okay, without getting the, not necessarily getting the green light, you know, from the universe. So if you're already sitting in this energy, which it seems like if you're watching this, you probably are, okay? You've already done a lot of transformations, okay? You've done a lot of inner work, and it doesn't mean that the healing is complete. It just means that you're in a place. You're in a place where you can accept this new chapter. With new chapters come new problems. With new problems, it builds new strengths, you know, a new skill sets, okay? Whatever new chapter you're stepping into, you have the capacity to handle it. You just have to realize that, okay? But you've already done enough work for this new chapter, for this new love, for if it's a family, to start this family, you know, you've done enough. Now it's time for the action. I feel like there was a whole lot of reflection, hermit mode energy, okay? And some of us might have gotten comfortable in that. Like, let me keep working on myself. Let me, you know, instead of going out into the world and living it, you know? And when you go out into the world and then you live it, then you'll see the reflection, you know? Your experiences out in the world is going to give you, it's going to mirror back what you've become. Okay, so some of you guys you're not realizing that this is your energy yet because you haven't gone and tested it out. Okay, you haven't tested the star power yet. Take this new energy, this new healed you, take it out for a spin in the world, okay? Date around, have fun, flirt a little bit, okay? Go on a dating website, you know, whatever the case is. Make the move. Go for the job. Do something different to test out how much you've changed, because it seems as if you're stuck in the dark and you're still in this cocoon and you're still, you know, working. You know, it's like I don't know why I keep going back to babies. But it's like I forgot what it's called when a baby stays in for too long. Whatever. And they have to induce the labor because the baby's like, it's like, oh, you need to come out now. You need to be reborn. You need to be birthed into this world. But they're just comfortable in the womb, you know? And that's the energy that we're giving off with this, in this reading, it seems. It's like it's time. It's time to be born into this new world. It's time to be on the other side of this death and rebirth process now. And you just got to jump out and do something. Just do something, okay? Trust that you're capable. And then also trust in spirit, obviously. Trust in the universe. Especially if you're being led to do something. This leap of faith is something that you're being led to do. So this isn't just some random shit. I'm not saying that. But this will be something that you've probably already been planning, okay? Where you probably already got enough confirmations and you're just asking for more confirmations. You know, things like that. This has a very fiery energy, like more aggressive energy, okay? It's time to go for it. All these cards fell, but the Queen of Cups popped out here. Do it with balance. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying just do something crazy and wild. I'm saying if you are already working towards something and waiting for the right time, okay, or waiting for a sign, here's your sign. You're not going to get a sign. You have to do it. All right? You just have to jump. All right. How do we bring our goals into fruition? Eight of Cups. See, the Eight of Cups is about walking away. Whatever this is, this will be different for everyone, but there is something specific that everyone has to walk away from in this time, okay? This is something that you've already thought about walking away from. Whatever the case is, it's time to do it. It could be a move. Wow, the Six of Swords coming out. Both of these cards about moving, all right? The Six of Swords coming out and the Eight of Cups. This could just be moving on to just living a different lifestyle. It could be that, you know, it can just be traveling. Some of you guys could be traveling and moving, okay? It's like someone is stuck in analysis paralysis. That's what's happening. Like, what if I make the wrong decision? What if this doesn't work out? We have the Knight of Cups coming out. In reverse. All right, hold on. Why is this Knight of Cups here? The Fool card just keeps coming out. Just do it. All right. All right, so some of you guys, this is what I want to say. Some of you guys, you might be, you're thinking about all these practical things about why something might not work out, okay? But really, in actuality, it's stemming from this self-defeatist attitude, okay? You're just talking yourself out of this jump. You're talking yourself out of this leap of faith. But it's kind of it's masquerading as doing the right thing, or, yeah, being practical, all right? Similar energy to the previous moon reading. All right. Let's get into the blockages, what we're failing to see. Overall advice. If you get nothing from this reading, go for your dreams. Time for action. Don't wait for a sign. See, we're all in different stages, right? But that's why I keep saying whoever is resonating with this, they've been thinking, if you've been doing the work, if you've been planning something, or you had an idea of something that you want to do, like if it's a business idea, something like that, some type of scary leap of faith thing, okay? If you've been planning that, you need to understand that you already are capable of doing it. You don't have to wait any longer. You're just staying in the womb for no reason at this point. It's time to birth this idea, birth this love, birth this whatever this is, okay? It's time. The energy of not wanting to be reckless, okay? Like, I don't feel like whoever's resonating with this, I don't feel like you guys are reckless about it, because we have reflect and withdraw. I feel like there was a lot of hermit energy. This is something that somebody's been thinking about for a while. So it's like, it won't be reckless. All right, what's the blockage? For example, I'll use me for an example. Making this move. I planned it. I mean, it's been moving to the specific place. I've been talking about this in so many readings. Moving to the specific place. It's Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta. ATL shouting. But moving to Atlanta was a plan for about a year. Maybe a little bit more. But it was so many setbacks, so many things that happened, so much growth I had to undergo, so many transformations, you know, and I didn't realize that. But anyway, when I got closer to it, I was sitting there planning like, okay, so in 6 months I'm gonna do this. I'm in this state now. I was in Virginia. So I was like, okay, in 6 months I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have that, blah, blah, blah. But then it got to the point where I was overdoing it. I was over planning, and I was becoming super, super reliant on, you know, getting a sign from the universe. Even when I actually made the move, it ended up being impulsive, but it really wasn't. It was it was a year. It was a plan that was in the making for a year. But when I actually did it, it was just like, okay. You know, it was unexpected for everyone else. So just to let you know, like, it might come off reckless, because I am feeling that, like, there's a need to be practical and take the steps. But I feel like with the reflect and withdraw, like if you're thinking about doing a podcast, right, or starting a business, you've probably been you've been flirting with this idea for a really long time. Now it's just do it, you know. instead of waiting for the confirmation from spirit, you know, because, and then this is what happened too. Let me get back to the reading, sorry. But this is what happened too. When I decided I was gonna finally make a move, I'm doing the readings for the confirmation. I was not getting any confirmations at all. Not until I actually came here. Then it's like, all right, cool. So, you know, even now they're still like kind of being very quiet. Like, you're depending too heavily. Trust your gut instinct. Trust your intuitive guidance. I mean, shit, you do this for a living. You could trust it. Trust that you've, all the transformations that you went through, all the lessons that you've learned, okay? Trust that you are capable, fully capable of making this decision and doing it in the right way, you know? So that's just my story. But this is what's happening here. It seems like everybody's having a moment like that as well. As a collective, we all are. So that's my moment. All right, let's see. What's a blockage? What's the blockage? Yeah, Four of Swords. See, that introspection. The Four of Swords in reverse, okay? I feel like there's too much introspection, all right? It just became a comfort zone. I don't even know. See, some of you guys might already have a plan or whatever. But you've exhausted you can't, it's but so much thinking it over, mulling it over that you can do, okay? It's but so much making sure that it's at the perfect temperature or perfect time. It's but so much. At some point, you have to just do it. Do something, okay? So that's what you're being allowed to do. All right. Yeah. So we have the Empress coming out with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is coming back out, but it's coming out upright now. Just start planning. I mean, well, you already did the plan. I mean, you guys already have an idea of how to move, so just start moving. Take the baby step. The Knight of Pentacles is like a slow moving knight. It's the slowest moving one, right? So nobody's telling you to like do anything crazy out of the ordinary. Well, some of you guys are. Me picking up and leaving, this is out of the ordinary for sure. But I'm taking baby steps into doing it, okay? So just be mindful of that, but you have to take a step. Take some type of action. When you take the step, it'll clarify the path for you. This is why, if you guys feel like it's dark and you can't see a thing, and you're like, okay, it's because you're trying to look too far ahead. Back to this example. I had to move out here to get a certain level of clarity about what to do next. And that's how it played out. Everything started moving like this, you know. But I had to come out here to do it. There were certain things I was trying to do while in Virginia. Like I was trying to do certain things in Virginia, shop for apartments or, whatever the case is. It just wasn't going to work until I came out here and it put me in a different mindset. That's the step. It'll take you into this mode, the Empress Energy mode, okay? Taking that baby step. It's but so much you can do from the sidelines. You're going to have to get up in there, get into the world, get into life, figure it out, make some mistakes, okay? Go out on that date. If you don't like them, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just do something. Some of you guys, this is about love, all right? Some of you guys, it's like it could be, whatever it is, it could be a self-worth issue. Like you don't believe you deserve that love. You don't believe you deserve that job. You don't believe you deserve that lifestyle. You don't believe, whatever the case is, go for it. Whatever it is, just go for it. Fuck it. All right, what are we feeling to see? Yeah, so back to that practicality, it's really just pain. It's past heartbreak, past disappointments that's actually holding you back from seeing things clearly. Now, when I was in Virginia and I was thinking about moving to Atlanta, I had my own like disappointments, I had my heartbreaks. It was such a crazy cycle I was coming out of. It went through it. It was a very shitty year for me. Okay? But I had to move past that. You know, it was that defeat. It was that even though I felt like I was being logical and practical about my steps, part of what was slowing me down was the disappointment of the pain of the past. Okay, that was actually stopping me from wanting to take a leap out, putting myself out there like I am. You know, it's like you feel disappointment and you don't want to feel it again, right? Especially if you, let's say if you started a business before and it failed. Now it's like, oh my God, I don't want to feel that type of disappointment again. Or if you fell in love and it just went to shit, it's like, I'm not trying to put myself out there like that. Okay, so it's that type of pain. Okay, or the past disappointments is what's stopping someone. It's like it made us all feel like, well, now I'm gonna overplan and make sure that that never happens again. But you know that's not how life works, right? We have a new cycle coming through. With the new cycle is going to be new opportunities for growth, aka new struggles. Okay, so that's it. You can't even prepare for this new cycle. This is a death and rebirth. So whatever this new world is, you're not even going to. You can't even fathom what this new energy will bring in. Okay. In a very practical sense, I haven't lived in Atlanta. I don't know what type of energy I'm going to be out in Atlanta. You know, I don't know what I'm going to run into here. I'm used to New York. I'm used to Brooklyn. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. You can't anticipate the problems, but what you can say is, I have done enough healing with that star card coming out. I've done enough healing. I've done enough transforming that I'm competent. Okay, that I am deserving. Okay, that I can make a solid judgment call, and then I have my intuitive guidance on my side. Okay. Nine of Pentacles, independence. Look at that. That's all about that independent energy. It's beautiful. Flying free on my own. I can do this. For some of you guys, this is about leaving a partner. Okay? Some of you guys, you might be single for the first time in a really long time. All right? And it's scary going out into the dating world. For some of you guys, it's leaving your job, your 9 to 5, and starting your own business, okay? This level of freedom is a certain level of freedom that's a risk here. Whatever reason you're telling yourself as to why you're not taking this risk, really, it's this disappointment, being afraid of being hurt, being afraid of being disappointed again. So just if you realize that, then once you realize the true source of what's stopping the flow, which is the past, fear of being hurt, now you can overcome that, okay? All right, what's the advice? 3333, hey, all right now. What's the advice? Six of Pentacles. Getting what you deserve. You got this. Balance, equal reciprocity, all that. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like whatever it is that you're taking this risk or this leap of faith, I don't think it's something that you're not supposed to do. It's something that you are supposed to do. That's what I feel like. It's something that's for you. Just for you, okay? Whether it's a business idea, whether it's a love, whether it's a move, whatever it is, it's something, the reason why it's been nagging you to do it is because it's for you, all right? It's going to give you the equal reciprocity. It's going to give you what you deserve. You won't be disappointed this time, all right? Yeah, because I feel like if this is resonating with you, you're just stronger and wiser now, okay? I feel like things are going to come in really quickly. As I mentioned, once I came over here to Atlanta, then things started doing this. Okay, pretty quickly, quicker than I thought. All right. It's because you release. It's because I release the struggle, release this toxic, the toxicity or whatever I had going on, whatever the pain I had of the past going on. I release that struggle mode energy. Release that the poverty mindset. Okay, and stepped into, you know what, I can do this. I'm fully capable of doing this. And you get into that mindset, it switches everything. Once you get into that mindset, then the universe listens to you in that capacity. If you stayed in this energy of, oh, I don't really know if I can, then the universe is going to keep giving you, I don't know if I can type of relationships, and I don't know if I can type of jobs. But once you get into, oh nah, star energy only, then you get star energy relationships, you get star energy jobs, so on and so forth. All right, so let's just start switching our perspective on how we look at ourselves. All right, it does seem like if you're resonating with this, you've done enough and you're fully capable of doing whatever it is you need to do next, so go get it. All right, let's see what the power animal is. Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. You have to be more compassionate with yourself. Okay, as compassionate as we are with other people, we have to learn how to be that compassionate with ourselves. Nightingale Spirit, love is all around. See, like I said, you can have I'm not good enough relationships, or you can have I'm the bomb relationships, right? The universe is going to give you whatever love is resonating with, whatever love is vibrating with where you're at right now. Okay, so if you're running into a bunch of ancient dudes or ancient girls, you're resonating with that. That's why they can't give you anything else that you're not resonating with. I said that before. All right. So it's like, because you're not having this compassion with yourself, you're getting stuff that's not resonating with how you feel you should be treated. Okay. So as you start softening how you look at yourself, the world will start softening with you. You'll start experiencing more love, or whatever it is, okay? More compassion, more passion in the world. All right? You are what you attract. Look at that. We'll raise your vibration here. You are what you attract. And it's time for you to go out in the world and test where your vibration is. That's the best way of finding it out. Go out in the world and see, like, okay, what kind of people am I meeting now? What kind of experiences am I attracting? That is going to be a good barometer as to what your energy is at now. You have to check the temperature by going out, dating, like I said, going out. Well, it's a pandemic, but whatever the case is, however you put yourself out there, it's time for you to test your vibration. Okay, see if there's any adjustments that needs to be made. But I feel like if you go out and test your vibration, what you'll find is that you're more competent than you thought you were. Okay, you've healed more than you thought you have. Okay, and it's time for you to give yourself a pat on the back and take the action. Get what you deserve. Get what you deserve out of this life. All right, out of this new cycle. There's more cycles to be done. It's not saying that we're all completely whole and completely healed, but whatever this new cycle is that you're stepping into, you are capable of it. It's going to be different for everyone. Whatever it is that you're being led to do, you're fully capable of doing it. All right, so you need to know that. All right, that was a little pep talk. Hold up. What's y'all dreams? Tell me in the comments. All right. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG. That's Tarot and Heal. Go for your dreams, okay? If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. If you want to be an angel donor, check out the Patreon link below. Okay, and thank you so much. Until we meet again, peace. Oh, there's going to be another one of these. I did these twice. The other one is shorter, but yeah, that's on Patreon if you want to check that out. All right, peace.